If your goal in life is just to serve Jesus, consider singleness. Because marriage takes far more time and effort and energy than I ever imagined it would take. But if your goal in life isn't just to serve Jesus, but to become like Jesus, I said, get married. Because there's nothing like marriage that will reveal the areas that need to be transformed, and just as good, give you a platform to learn how to be transformed and a daily practice of what it means to become really a different kind of man. And that ultimately morphed to the subtitle of Sacred Marriage: what if God designed marriage to make us holy even more than to make us happy? What if God designed marriage to make us holy even more than to make us happy? Now, it's not instead of happy. I write with the perspective of John Wesley, who said, no one is truly happy who is not pursuing holy. Those of you who are as old as I am, I'm in my 50s, know it's sin that makes us miserable, not holiness. It's sin that brings regret and shame and wish we could live the day over. Never holiness. Actually, holiness preserves our happiness. But some might say, well, where do you get the biblical warrant for that? Well, we simply have to go into the heart of the Sermon on the Mount, the greatest sermon ever preached, when Jesus gave all of us the agenda by which we should live, when he says in Matthew 6:33, seek first, and then it's in the present tense in the Greek, continually keep on seeking above all things. You want to be all in with Jesus? Above all things, seek first the kingdom of God. That's a sermon into itself we don't have time to get to. But for here, and his, what's that next word? Righteousness. Jesus said the pursuit of our lives should be holiness, not happiness, which will come as we pursue holiness, but holiness first. That's what we were created to do. Men, if we would just do this, our marriages would take off in ways you can't even imagine. Because here's the reality. When Jesus says to seek first his righteousness, I will die to the very things that destroy most marriages: deceit, pride, lust, a lack of self-control. And then I'm going to build the positive virtues of Christ: gentleness, patience, kindness, humility. I'm going to become the kind of person who can have an extraordinarily great marriage with a wife.